Yeah, but that was really good.
Yeah, I never heard these stories. Never heard it.
I haven't heard it either. I'm surprised you don't remember being up in a room.
I remember.
You?
I remember, but every time you tell us the story, it's different.
It is different.
I heard
Well,
I hear something different. It's like reading a book, you read it 2 different times, you get 2 different stories.
Right.
but it's grown since the first time I heard. I mean, grown. I mean, there's so much more honesty in the story that you're telling today than the story I heard in the beginning. So it has grown. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else interested in?
Can we talk though?
What do you need to talk about?
She's like, where do I start?
I'm like infuriated, like shit over. But not only is like, you know, that petty bullshit that goes on in here, like, you know what I mean? Like, that push that aside, because that's not really anything. But it is, you know what I mean? It actually, it's like a little, like, spark that fucking flames off to the shit that's, like, really going on, which is the shit in my house, you know what I mean? And they're not feeling it. They're not having it. They just don't want me here. It's too much time. Too much time away from him. She's saying to me, and she's saying it right in front of him, and like, she's saying, you know, it's 7:30. Now I got the 3 days. I think everything's good. She don't want me at the house, period. You know what I mean? She wants me gone, but then she wants me to take care of him, so it's like you can't find anything that's going to make her happy. And like, I'm doing everything everybody in here tells me to do. I'm doing everything you guys tell me to do. It's not working. You know, I put the card on the table. I put the thing on the computer. I talked to her. All right. What? Okay, so like I said, she's not having it. Like she's telling me, you know, then you go to a meeting and you come home at 9:30, 9:15. Program's at 7:30. I'm on the phone with you asking you if I can go to a meeting, and you say no problem. I'm at Target. She's not even home. You know, I call her. I don't just not go. You know what I mean? Not go home. But it's taking up too much time. And then when, you know, everybody family has like, oh, they want you to go to meetings too. Like I know that's a normal thing. Like, but no, some people. But it's just like that's the requirement. That we went over this like before I came here. We had a plan. Like, you know what I mean? I've been here before. You know. And the fact of the matter is, like I said, she don't want me in the house. The original thing was she wanted me in a program. I said, well, that's going to take 6 months away from Jacob. You know, and that's a long time when I can do it here. And I know I'm capable of it. And she doesn't have an answer for me. So when I'm like, the 3 days, like, believe me, like, it's great. It's great because I have the time with the baby, but they critique everything I do with him. They pick on everything I do with him. They tell me it's not the right way. They're mean to me. Oh, my family. My aunt and my mother. They're fucking mean to me. I can't do anything right with Jacob, and if I do it with them, they're like, oh, that's not the way he plays. Well, bitch, this is the way he plays with me. You know what I mean? Like, you have your little niche with him, you got yours, but then it's time for mommy and me. You know what I mean? And like, he does different things with me, he doesn't act the same way, so they're telling me, oh, he's acting like that because he's acting out, and it's like, what? We're playing. He's whining with you. I whine. So what I do is going to reflect him. And he's with me, so I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's not, but it's just like everything. So I'm doing something with him. Automatically, my aunt, because we're playing soccer, I like playing soccer with him because I used to play soccer. I want him to play. Automatically, my aunt has to say something so he hears her voice to distract him from that. You know, even my mother was, my aunt's really nasty to me. Like, she always says, like, you had no part in raising your son. I did it all. And it's not true. I'll be honest with you. Like, I had no, like, choice with my son. You know what I mean? He took him home and he wasn't mine. You know, I didn't need guardianship because they have it anyway. You know? I says, you know what, you know, the fucking bitch in me says, I'm out of here anyway. I'm going to a shelter. I'm getting my Section 8 and my kid's coming with me. You bitch, you would take him to a shelter, you dirty little, you know, you're dirty. You would take him to a dirty, filthy, rotten shelter? You know what? How would the court feel about that? I said, they probably like it. They probably give him, you know what I mean, like all that. And besides, it's not always a shelter. They put you in all that stuff, but whatever.
They put you in a little house.
Yeah, like you would like, oh, you're gonna take it around those fucking people, all those nasty, she doesn't swear, but all those nasty, dirty people. I'm one of them. You know, and it's like I try to ignore. I was fucking out of my mind last time. I was on the back porch crying. I couldn't even cry out of my right eye. You know, on some shit.
Just kids even try to climb?
Yeah, they were like getting stuck. And so it's irritating, and like I got that going on, and like my brother's using. You know, and Nate's like, Meg, I need help. I want to go to detox. Motherfucker, go. You know what I mean? Like, that's my son's father. He used to cry to me. I don't care. I need $5.
Next time he tells you you want to go to detox, tell him to come here at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Ask for it. Because there are people here to help him. It's not you.
My
Right.
dad's the same way. I don't have kids, but that's how he feels. Me and my mom, they hate it. They don't agree with it.
And speaking of dads, like, all right, so I said to my mother, like, you're upset. You know, you have a lot going on. You have a lot. She don't want to hear nothing that's like serious talk about what's really going on type of shit. She's like surface, you know what I mean? She wants to just, she don't feelings, you know, not okay with her. I says to her, you never got help from, Daddy just left you, like 2 years ago. They were married for 34 years. My father just walked out. Like, no, because of my aunt, they team up on him. My father pays the whole mortgage and my aunt's bills, and she's online doing the banking, checking up all his shit. He wasn't having it. I don't blame him for leaving. She never dealt with that. So then she takes on my son. She stops working because I have the baby. She wants to be there to help me. Now she got all that going on. I don't know who she talks. Probably didn't talk about it. You know what I mean? So I get the shit under the stick about it when she's upset. She don't sleep in her bed no more. She sleeps on the couch because of her back, but we know it's because my father ain't in it. So I get the shit under the stick. My brother's using. She will not section him. She won't do it. I don't know what I can do. You know, probably nothing. So it's like,
Was your mother a good mother to you and your brother?
let me just tell you, my mother is the fucking best woman ever. She is such a strong woman. She was such a good mother to me. She was my best friend until I relapsed. My best, I don't understand this. I would tell her everything. If you told me something, I'd tell my mother. You know what I mean? Like, everything. Me and my mother were like this. Like this. Like, you know, we whatever.